guys, welcome to Nine Links. This is your host Alex. Okay, today I'm gonna give you an update on the white Champaca. Today is the let's see, February 19th, 2022, and this is snow out there. We finally been seeing snow in the last couple of weeks, which is supposed to be been here a long time ago, but it didn't. So anyway, now actually considered to be a cold winter. So, as you expected, the white champaca start to drop more leaves. And as you can see, I kind of chop up the leaves and put it on top as for, part of the potting mix. This right now is, if you look at a white champaca now compared to a couple of weeks ago, you can see this roughly about 1/3 of the leaf, close to 1/3 of the leaf left. And that's what I'm supposed to expect over the winter in my zone. These plants really don't drop that much leaf if it's in tropical native zone. So in my zone, it's cold, and in the past few weeks, the weather been extremely harsh. It's below like 15 degrees, So it's really cold, and it's by the window, and it feels the cold in the basement too, so it decided to drop more leaves. So what I did today is just pick up those leaves. Some of the leaves still attached to the tree. I took them out, and then I chopped them up and put it on the pot. And now I'm going in with the pruner to get rid of some of the branches that the tree decided not to, what should I say, the tree decided not to have anymore. And you can tell it's what you can say is an unhealthy branch. Branch like this one, for example, you can see, if you compare the healthy branch right next to it, you can see the healthy branch is green, and the older healthy branch is more of a white color. If you look at a big branch in the back, this one right here, it's really solid, really white. Okay, so we look at these branches. These branches, you can see, it's browning, and it's not healthy. It's just dying. There is no disease or anything, so don't worry about it. You see the top is still white. Okay, there goes another leaf. I thought I picked them all out earlier, but I guess not. But anyway, so what happening is that since I'm potting this white champaca in a container, so the container is, it's not a natural way for the plants to grow. So certain part of the root system won't give enough nutrient to the certain part of the branch, or certain part of the area of the roots is getting too much water compared to other part of the root system down there. So basically the unhealthy part will show up on the tree. So by looking at it, if this one decides to give up, it means probably not getting enough nutrient or not getting enough water, so it's starved or it's dying. So the tree wants to get rid of it. So it's not disease. If it's disease, then you'll see everywhere on the tree, but it's not. It's just that we pot the plant in a big container, so we constrain the plant's growth, and it's not going to be healthy everywhere. And we can see that up on the branches too. So we're going to get rid of the bad branches, just prune them off. And few videos back on white champaca, I talk about usually white champaca does not need pruning. That is true. However, if you see this kind of branch, you can either cut it off, or you can see like this one, that eventually, here, let me show you. See now the leaves just fall off. See this right here? Eventually will dry up and become really hard. So from the perspective of look, it's not that good. So it's kind of a little bit of cleaning, just tidy up the plant to cut them off. Now, where do you cut them? Like for this one, it's a perfect example. You see, it's all brown, so you can't just cut right here and leave the rest here. So what we do is we go up the path of the brown, see where it stops. See, the brown typically stops right here. Okay, so what we do is, you see this one right here, I cut another leaf just falls off. Anyway, I cut before right here. I give it enough time for it to heal down here, so this become hard. I know up in this node right here, I can cut this one off too. So if I were to cut this one, I'd probably cut it all the way up to the node right here. And when you make cut, just make sure you make a slanted cut. And I always put the blade of the pruner inside to get additional extra cut. See, like this should be fine. Maybe a little bit too close, but it's okay. It's still slanted cut right on the side. And turn the blade over, turn the pruner over, the top blade, small one. Okay. I'm just gonna go through them. I'm gonna cut them, and then after I cut most of them, I'll show you the results of all the branches I cut. Okay. Okay. So you can see the So you can see right here. These are the branches I just cut off. Now, cutting dead branches off is not really a what I call an active growth pruning. It just tidy up the plants. So make sure there's a distinguish between when the plants are growing actively and you prune it, then actually going in there and just prune the dead branches off. It's totally different. One cause more stress to the plant, which is the active growth pruning. The other one, like this dead branch pruning, it actually gives plant more room to growth and prevent further disease on getting into the plants. If you leave the dead branch on the plant or tree, what happened is, I mean, right now most of my plants are in my basement, so it doesn't get rains and stuff. When you have a plant outside, rains and weathers and stuff can cause the dead branches to rot, and when it rots, it creates opportunity for bacteria and viruses, whatever, pathogens to go through the system from the dead branches. Okay, and so just taking care of them and cut them off, clean up the plants, tidy up. And as you can see, like most of these branches are dead, so when you cut it off, the plants or the tree won't feel anything anyway, won't get enough stress. You see that those the area I cut is all brown, so those are dead. If you cut a branch off, the live branch, you'll see definitely the difference is green right here. But anyway, just to show you a small update on the white Champaca, how it's doing in my basement. So far, it's doing great. As we know, February, probably by March, it's getting slowly gonna put out new shoots and stuff, and probably somewhere in April, put it outside, it'll start growing again. And that's one thing about white Champaca is that the more leaves it puts out, the more flower buds it put out. I told you before, one leaf at least accompanied by 1 or 2 flower buds. It's very nice, and just make sure when it's during the growth season, always make sure to put good fertilizer for the white Champaca. It will require a lot of energy for the growing, and also it does not require certain condition like some other plants, like some plant to flower, like cymbidiums and stuff. It requires day and night temperature change so much. White Champaca, as long as you give it enough sunlight, warm temperature, not overwatering, it's gonna grow on itself and always put out flowers. Okay. Anyway, if you do like this video, please click like, and I'll see you next time. Take care.